Hey guys, welcome back. This week we discussed the major Electronic Arts hack and FIFA source code stolen. Avaddon ransomware gang shuts down and releases its decryption keys. REvil ransomware hits a US Nuclear Weapons Contractor. And our CVE of the week, a 7-year-old Polkit flaw lets unprivileged users gain root access on Linux systems. Last week, EA published a statement saying that game source code and related tools were stolen in a recent breach to their network. The data stolen in this security breach includes the source code for FIFA 21, source code to EA's matchmaking server, and numerous other company assets. Reportedly, the hackers gained access to EA's networks by purchasing a cookie that allowed them access to the company's Slack for only $10. After entering EA's Slack, the hackers posed as EA's employees and convinced an IT administrator to grant them authentication to EA's network. These hackers posted on a dark web forum that they are selling 780 gigabytes of the stolen data for $28 million. It is still not certain how these hackers could monetize this data, but due to the fact that Cyberpunk's stolen source code is still circulating the web with no potential buyers, we can assume that these hackers will also fail. In other news, Avaddon ransomware gang has suddenly shut down its operations and released all its decryption keys. Avaddon is a relatively new ransomware group who started its operation with a phishing campaign in June 2020. Since then, Avaddon has managed to become a serious threat, catching the eye of the FBI and other law enforcement agencies. Last week, the cyber news site Bleeping Computer received a zip file containing all of Avaddon's 2,934 decryption keys. The file was sent after Avaddon tried to finalize all unpaid ransom payments and then followed by closing down all its store sites. It is not clear why Avaddon shut down its operations, but it is likely caused by increased pressure by law enforcement agencies after the latest cyber attacks on the US and Japan. Moving on, REvil ransomware is at it again, this time hitting a nuclear weapons contractor working with the US government. The company Sol Oriens disclosed to the media that they are investigating a security breach to their network that happened in May 2021. Sol Oriens is a subcontractor for the US Department of Energy, working with the Department of Defense. Experts say that the breach was conducted by the ransom-as-a-service gang REvil. This is due to the fact that the ransom gang REvil posted some of Sol Oriens' stolen data on their dark web blog. For now, the stolen data does not pose a major threat since it mainly consists of payroll data and some employee information. Even though no sensitive data regarding nuclear weapons was seized in this attack, the hack itself is quite concerning. Now for the CVE of the week, a 7-year-old Polkit flaw lets unprivileged users gain root access on Linux systems. A Polkit is a toolkit used for defining and handling the policy that allows unprivileged processes to interact with privileged processes. A flaw inside a Linux Polkit was found by a GitHub security researcher named Kevin Beckhouse. This flaw allows a hacker to gain escalated privileges by simply sending a dbus command and then shortly after killing the process. Because Polkit cannot verify what are the privileges of the command who requested the process as it was killed, it incorrectly treats the request as though it came from a process with root privileges. This flaw was introduced to the system in a code commit made in 2013 and is relatively easy to exploit. The vulnerability itself poses a threat to data confidentiality and integrity as well as system availability. We advise users to patch their systems as soon as possible. That's it for now. More details about what we just mentioned can be found in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on our other channels to keep up with the latest news and advisories.